Welcome back everyone once again to my YouTube channel. Let's get to start another lesson with a lot of positive energy and attitude. So, in today's class, we are going to explore the very important topic. So your attention is very must there. Do you guys know that how we can improve our sentences and be a better speaker? If you don't know, so you have to watch this lesson till the end. Stay tuned, stay connected. Let's get started. So, first of all, welcome back to all of my new listeners and my previous one. Hey, smart learner, I hope you all are doing fine in your life. So, in the last lesson, we explored adverbs, adjectives, conjunctions to make sentence more interesting. Today, we are going to, understand state sentences. State sentences means non-action sentences using is, am, are to describe any feelings, any states, anything. In today's class, we are going to explore the world of state sentences. State sentences are also called non-action sentences in which we don't use verb. Right here, now it is very interesting. As in the previous class, I told you about adjectives and adverbs. Yeah, it is the interlinking topic. It is the interlink, and we are going to cover up the adjectives and adverbs along with this. So, in today's class, we are going to talk about what are state sentences first. State sentences or non action sentences, when you are going to talk about today's one, you have to use ismr, that is the present state, right? So, state sentences describe what something is, feels, or seems, right? We use ismr or any adjective to define that sentence. For example, she's happy, they are students, we are Muslims, they are my friends. So they is the pronoun, she is the pronoun, ismr is the helping verb, and then the adjective. You have to use adjective in the non-action state sentences. They are called non-action because there is no verb here. In the previous classes, we studied subject, verb, and object. But now we are moving towards to understand non-action statements. In today's lesson, we will cover the present non-action. In the next upcoming lessons, we will going to cover up past and future also. So in this way, you will better understand where to use action statements and where use non-action statements. Let's dive into the examples of is. So basically using is. Students, we use is with different pronouns like she is, he is, it is, or any singular noun. For example, Miss Bushra is, Sarah is, Ali is, Umar is, Ahmad is. So, is basically we use for singular noun, also with he, she, it. The sky is blue, he is a doctor, the book is interesting. Make a sentence using is to describe something in your room. This is a big TV. It is an AC. This is a fan. So tell me in the comment and tell me that how many things are around you using is. We use state actions. We use non-action for many purposes. So if you can have a command on this state action that is called non-action, you can make millions and billions of sentences. All you have to do is that just stay focused and be clear, right? So now let's move towards to the example of am. We use am with I am, only with the I. I am excited, I'm a learner, I'm a student, I'm a teacher. Tell me something about yourself using I am. So here, students, we use am only with the pronoun of I. I am a doctor. I'm a pilot. I'm good. I'm shy. I'm excited. Using multiple adjectives, you can make thousands of sentences. But keep this in your mind that we are not using, basically Action sentences. Action sentences in which we have to use verb. There is no verb is being used here. That is why they are called non-action states. Now we are moving towards to understand the examples of are. A-R-E-R. For the pronouns, we use they are, we are, and any two objects, two nouns. For example, my friends are, teachers are, Sarah and Jasmine are. They are friends, we are ready, the apples are sweet. Make a sentence using are about your friends. My friends are intelligent, they are cooperative, they are supportive. So you have to use pronoun or noun, then ismr, and then any adjective or any adverb you can use. But yeah, this is not a verb here in the sentence. So you're not going to use adverbs here. This is the thing that you have to keep this in your mind. You're going to use adjectives or you're going to use nouns, for example, right? The apple is red. This is an adjective that is defining apple. A structure of state sentences or non-action sentences. Now we are moving towards to understand better the structure. So in this structure, to understand it better, you just have to keep this in the mind that subject is mr in any adjective that is the complement that is relevant to your sentence, right? So you're supposed to use this structure, and using this structure you can make thousands of correct sentences. You just have to keep this in mind. If you are telling any non-action sentence, you're not supposed to use verb there. She is smart. There is no verb here. She is smart means she is a pronoun. Is helping verb, which is showing present state. And then smart is basically adjective. I am Muslim. We are good friends. They are so stubborn. So describe feelings, things that is called basically non-action. He's tired. The food is delicious. We are proud. Describe how you feel today using am. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better. In the previous week I was not, but now I'm better. Alhamdulillah. So students, we can make a lot of sentences using this small structure, and we can have a command in our speaking. It's all the matter of learning and consistency and practice. If you can do these things, these tips, you can have a command on English. English is not so hard language to understand and speak. We use this language everywhere in our smart gadgets, television, and everywhere around us. Activity number 1. You have to make sentences. Create your own sentences. Words, the cat, cute, they happy, I, a learner. Do, make state usings. What you have to do is that you can use these words also using ismr, and you can make your own sentences using very simple structure. Keep in your mind, you just have to make it subject, ismr, adjective. Using this state or non-action structure, you can make thousands of sentences in a very simple way. Clear sentences is the key, not the difficult one. If you are making clear but correct sentences, you're a good speaker, you're a good learner. Making difficult sentences but wrong grammar, using wrong grammar is not enough. Right, now we are moving towards to understand the negative one. As you know that we have affirmative, negative, interrogative, and interrogative also. We have done with the affirmative. Now we are moving towards negative. To make negative sentences, this is a very simple technique that I can teach you right now. Subject is not, am not, are not. That is the contraction you usually use for isn't, aren't, amn't. They aren't late or they are not late. Both are right. You can use contraction to make your sentence a bit smaller. But if you are using directly they are not, she is not, it is also fine. You can use contractions also if you want, right? So in negative sentences, it is just the addition of not, not, not. Not no, no, no is not correct. Yeah, but you have to use not, right? This is not a good idea. I'm not active. We are not friends. They are not my friends. So, students, in the negative sentences, let's move towards more examples. She is not angry. I'm not tired. They are not here. You have to make some negative sentences using SMR. Keep this in your mind that your sentences should be verb free because we are learning non action states. In non action states, you're not supposed to use verb, right? In the previous classes, if you have seen my lesson 876, you can better understand that I taught you subject, verb, and object structure. But right now, I'm teaching you non action states. Non action states are very helpful to define your feelings, to define your emotions, your thoughts, your ideas. That's why they are called non action. Non action statements are basically defining any idea, any feeling without using verb. Now, here in this activity, you have to convert into negative. So, it's time to switch the sentences from affirmative to negative. Yeah, he's happy. We are late. They are my friends. This is red apple and many other. So, students, you have to convert these affirmative into negative. Affirmative and negative is very simple. You just need to add not after helping verb of SMR. I'm hungry. Now you have to convert these sentences into negative. Non-action states are fun to learn and they are very interesting to speak also. We use non-action statements in our daily life and right now we are learning major things that can add a value in our speaking. That is called daily life conversation, daily life speaking, regular sentences, regular states, regular structures. Students come to me and ask many structures. So, in the previous lessons, we have covered SVO structure and now we are covering non-action structure in which I'm teaching you right now present. Present is MR, non-action, present state. In the upcoming lesson, I will teach you the past and future also. In students, we have covered up the affirmative and negative. Now we are moving for the asking question that is called interrogative. Interrogatives are the questions that we usually ask from, others or others ask from us. The answer can be in affirmative, the answer can be in negative. That is why they are called interrogative. In interrogatives, we have to use helping verb at the very first. Is she your friend? Am I a good student? Right? Are we friends? Are they cute? So students, these are some of the examples that I have given you. Let's move towards to the activity number 3 that are making questions. So in this activity, what you have to do is that you are going to make questions. You are going to make some interrogatives. As I told you that there are different types of sentences, affirmative, negative, and interrogative. In today's lesson, as we have covered non-action in a very smart way, now students, you have to convert some of the sentences into the questions. For example, she's smart, they're intelligent, she's cute, they're aggressive. We are Muslims, right? So you are gonna supposed to convert the following affirmative into interrogative. In interrogative sentences, what you are going to do is that you are going to first put the helping verb at the start, then subject, and then adjective. It's very simple. You just have to be focused while you are learning English. Focus is so required, and yeah. Now let's move towards to the summary and conclusion. So, students, we have covered non action sentences in a very useful and a smart way. Students, you can make thousands of sentences using these small techniques and tips which I have shared during the whole lesson. Let's wrap up. So in today's class, we practice SMR, where to use is, where to use am, when where to use are, how to make affirmative, negative, and interrogative questions. So I have, covered all of these things. You have to stay connected, stay focused. Learning is very important. Share the knowledge as possible as you can. Share the knowledge with your friends, with your colleagues, and with those who really want to improve their English. This is very important. High time to forward my message as possible as you can. Share love and peace to all the people around you. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and share. Hit on the bell icon for the upcoming series.